Hello and welcome back for part 22 of the von Carstein Lord and Hero Only campaign. So last time I took out Stirland over in the west and the Minor Skaven faction, whose name I can't even remember now, who were in the mountains to the south here. So I've got three basically half stacks of vampires, one with Alborash and Manfred in the south, one with Isabella in the west, and one newly recruited with this guy Eugene up in the north. And I was looking over the lay of the land, who I'm actually at war with, and so on, and I kind of changed my mind about this province. So my plan was to abandon this, and the reason I had that in mind was I figured I couldn't really afford to have an army sit here and maintain the public order. So we are actually doing that, as you can see, because of that huge plus 22 bonus from characters. So I was going to abandon this, but I think actually, particularly with Dreicher now being at war with other Empire factions as well as me, I think I will try and just sort of hold and consolidate my territory a little, rather than looking to send Manfred and Aburash off to do anything offensive. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get these repairs done. It's a little expensive, but we've got a big pile of gold right now. And I think, let's see here. Yeah, so I do want to take Zufbar at some point. Um, just trying to decide whether I need defenses in Cragmere or not. I think I probably should go for them. Yeah, we're going to be sat here for at least a few turns to build up the public order. I'm going to turn off taxes just because this isn't a huge amount of money, and I want to get the public order up as fast as possible. So vampiric corruption is currently on the way up, but it's going to take quite a long time to get there. Um, so I'm thinking here I can go for money and public order. Another advantage I realized about actually holding and developing this territory is because the province neighbors the Drakenhof province, I actually get this boost to income just from Drakenhof, which is nice. So let's go for public order here and growth. And over here, I'll go for public order plus the defenses. I think that's pretty reasonable. And I'll actually keep this army here, at least for a few turns, to get a buffer of public order, and for the corruption to build up as well. So Grenstadt just made it to tier 3, that's really nice. I get to upgrade my defenses to actually have walls. Definitely want to do that. And I think the last building slot, corruption's already, yeah, corruption's already okay. I think I can start this resource building, a little extra money. We still don't have anybody to actually trade with. The only people who are not hostile to us are greenskins who don't trade. But yeah, I don't know actually. I'm just thinking, who else could I even come in contact with? The other Vampire Counts factions are way over here. Yeah, okay, well getting the trade resource from this building isn't so useful, but it does make a little money. No, now I think about it. Is that just better? Is it just worse than the public order building? So public order plus 3, income plus 200. Oh, actually, yeah, the public order building I think probably is better if I'm not trading away the pottery. Sure. Okay, one more turn before I get a second point of population surplus and can grow Averheim. This army's still over here raiding me. That's hitting the public order a little, but not too much. and Isabella's in the vicinity if they try anything. Okay, so Vertbad, yeah, so Vertbad has the defenses that I'm upgrading, that's fine. Flensburg, I have to decide what I want to build here. Get +5 public order from that building, which is great. I feel like I have some global bonus to public order here. Yeah, I do. Okay, I've got to remember that goes away in a few turns. Yeah, corruption's pretty low here, so I think I'll go for corruption. Yeah. Yeah, so for Vlad, he's a little vulnerable there is the problem. Considering having him sit still for a couple of turns and do that quest, do the recruitment of the Vargeist I need for this quest. The trouble is that takes 2 turns. Okay, I think I should move some heroes here, try and get a sense of what's going on. Yeah, this necromancer's probably not going to join an army much at all, so let's go ahead and work on his campaign skills. So I want to just keep an eye on enemy forces. I'm not too concerned about Grunberg. Yeah, so Kemperbad, they're the ones I'm actually at war with. So let's just check for troops out here in the west. Isabella can come out of force march. I'm down a scouting hero up in the north. That's yeah, that's something I need to fix pretty quick. Okay, so I've got these 2 necromancers here, Master of the Black Arts and Dread Incarnate. Alright, so Master of the Black Arts is the slightly better one to scout with. Although I could actually, yeah. This guy's rank 10, but I already have a necromancer with all the ranks built up for the spells in this army, and so I'm actually okay using him to scout. Yeah, so this is worth keeping an eye on because this is Dreicher's second army, but she's now at war with let's see, it's Ostland and Ostermark, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so she's not at war with Talabakland, and they're the ones who actually have the strongest army here. Okay, interesting. So I have the option of going after Waldenhof. Yeah, and Dreicher can't cross the river here, except with the special Wood Elf movement, you know, forest paths or whatever. She fought a battle. I think she fought against an Ostland army, which she won. I mean, this army is strong compared to the Empire armies, but she took a lot of damage. So I'm not too concerned about her. I think this is a good time to grab Waldenhof, basically secure this area. This guy's not recruiting, so he could only attack me next turn with these 15 units. I'm not too scared of this army. I think we can deal with it, no problem. This is an inexperienced general, but I do have the Necromancer with the fully built up Winds of Death and everything. Got plenty of vampires, and I've got one Assault of Stone Scroll. Let's go ahead and do this, get this province locked down. Okay. Just see if I can bring in. Yes, may as well bring you in for experience. And yeah, no other heroes I can join up. That's fine. So I could auto resolve this, but in the interest of making everyone making sure everyone stays at full health, let's not do that. Just 5 units of melee infantry, so one Wind of Death, then run into melee and kill them easily. I could have considered hiring another Lord to start leveling them up too. Um, yeah, so I think I've got 5 armies currently. The sixth one is probably going to be pretty expensive because of the number of heroes I have recruited at this point. So I think it's okay. Yeah, so Wind of Death is going to wreck them here, obviously. Well, okay, kind of missed those other 2 units, but the damage was done. Did manage to miscast that, but it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it's only this vampire who has Spirit Leech as a special ability. May as well use. It's completely unnecessary. Yeah, there we go. So, just generate up to full health. Yeah, no problem at all. And finally get to secure Waldenhafen after a bunch of different factions held it. Considering it's so close to, well, it's part of the Drakenhof province. It's delayed me building up Drakenhof because I haven't been able to get the commandment down for the extra growth. Great. And a bunch of public order followers as usual. I think what I'll do here, yeah, public order here is fine. I'll actually stand slightly outside the settlement so I have an option to retreat in case, I don't know, there's an army out of line of sight that somehow can force march in to support this attack and I don't feel like fighting them. It just feels like it gives me slightly more options. You grab that. Yeah, definitely getting this third stack of heroes leveling up is really nice. It does just take that, quite a few battles to really get them up to the point where they're rank 10, 12. They've got all the way down the skill trees, picked up arcane conduits or what have you. Okay, so I think I want to actually I think I want to actually just wait until this goes up to 4 population surplus and develop Drakenhof. But I will get down growth building here. So yeah, I'll hold off on this upgrade. Prioritize Drakenhof. So one thing that's coming up in the not too distant future here is this tech. So this is Lord Recruit rank +2. So that means I can recruit Vampire Lords at rank 3, which puts them only 1 rank away from Children of the Night. And then when Drakenhof gets to tier 4, I can construct. Well, I guess this building would do it. No, I'm sorry, tier 4. The one that gives Lord Recruit rank. Oh, it's okay. I misremembered. It's rank 5. Yeah, tier 5 for Lord Recruit rank. Okay. Well, yeah, never mind. I was going to say that I was thinking that when that tech finished and when I got to tier 4, I could actually recruit lords at high enough tier to get the Children of Night ability right away, and it could just like cycle recruit disband lords, kind of like the Tomb Kings, to get the vampire hero capacity built up. But that's going to be a little further off. In any case, getting Drakenhof to tier 4 is still a priority. Okay, guess I have a skill point over this way. That's Arcane Conduit, great. Yeah, so I guess I'm still a little unsure how to deal with things over this way. I would love to be able to come take Needling and secure this province too. It's just that then Isabella's not able to cover all the territory at once. Yeah, it takes more than 1 turn to get from Needling to Vertbad, and Needling's not going to have walls or anything. So I could have Isabella come back to Needling, then stay there, and Vlad move to Vertbad. And kind of just hope that nothing bad happens to Flensburg. Yeah, okay, that sounds reasonable. Public order here is not too bad yet, even if I move my troops out of the city. And what have we got in terms of military presence? Nothing there. Yeah, I don't think Talabakland are particularly strong. I think, yeah, they've just kind of continuously sent troops at me over the course of the game. So let's head up to the border of these provinces, go into ambush stance. He fully heals, that's good. Vlad comes to Vertbad. Yeah, public order is still okay. Even with taxation, that's good. And yeah, I can do this unit recruitment. So I covered this again last time, but I am allowing temporary recruitment of units purely for quest completion. So these units recruit, they complete the Carstein ring next stage of this quest, and then I disband them on the same turn. So, you know, I'm not using them for fighting or anything. And once that's done, I can also free up this building slot, which is good. So I think that's everything taken care of here. Manfred can still move. See, I don't think I need Manfred to do anything. I think keeping him just here in ambush stance is perfectly fine. Okay, and I get the commandment for the Drakenhof region, so I definitely want growth and corruption. Yeah. So yeah, we're doing okay on money. We did spend a lot this turn on buildings. I think that's fine. And taxing everywhere except this region, I believe. Yes. Oh, and the moot, right. Yeah, still trying to stabilize public order in the moot, but looks like it's going the right way. So we'll hold off on the Valdenhof upgrade, and I think that's everything. Just have a quick check of heroes. Yeah, no more hero slots open. Yeah, I'll use these 2 necromancers to do some scouting, at least until my White King comes back from being wounded. Oh, I have enough blood kisses for another ability, but I'm saving them up because I want a tier 2 ability for the Necroc tree. Okay, so some stuff has happened here. Okay, and this army is coming over to attack Waldenhof, but it's not close to full strength. Well, yeah, I'm confident standing and fighting here. So what do they have? Archers, handgunners, huntsmen. Yeah, mix of melee and missile units. Generals on a horse, but they don't have magic or anything. And they do have Knights of the Blazing Sun and Empire Knights. Okay, yeah, we'll fight this, no problem. Okay, so Garrison's not particularly useful here. I think I might just... Actually, I'm not sure they're going to be allowed to withdraw, but I'll just keep them out of the way. So what do I have here? I've got my main Necromancer. These two are still rookies, and I've got you have Spirit Leech, and then everyone else here has no special abilities. Right. So we're looking at a Wind of Death. Oh, if I can catch that general, if he's charging out ahead of his troops like this, that would be very nice. Yeah, so I'll hold off on a Wind of Death just because they are advancing towards us. They initiated the fight, so um, yeah, I won't go for Wind of Death while their troops are moving, but when we get close, I will. They really don't seem to have much. I guess they have 2 or 3 huntsman units that are hidden. Okay, let's just hang out in the trees for a second. If we can fight these Empire Knights before the rest of their army comes in, that would be good. Yep. Oh, this vampire took a lot of damage. That's not going to be a great Wind of Death, but I think it should be good enough. Yeah, 180 kills. Okay, can we finish off their Lord? I think we've done fine against the Knights. Yeah, I think it's our Lord who actually is able to do quite a lot of the damage to us here. There's not too much else around there, though. Yeah, I think we're doing just fine. Yeah, I think we're sniping their Lord pretty well. Oh, we're not going to be able to catch him, but that's fine. Fighting the next battle with him at very low health is okay by me. Okay, swordsman coming back, and 1 Empire Knight is left. Alright. Just hold on to my magic for an extra invocation of Nehek. Probably just drop it down on himself. I think that's more or less all their melee units sorted out here. And the Lord's down. Nice. Let's kill these archers. Yeah, I'm thinking I won't have to do much more damage here before they get the army losses. Okay, and everyone actually is going to be able to heal up to full. Nice. Guess I'll make a token effort to catch some units with these bats. Yeah, they'll get away with plenty of troops, but I can actually kill them off on my turn. Shouldn't be a problem. And Righteous had her turn already, and it didn't look like she moved her armies over my way, so that's also bonus. Okay, let's not bother chasing those units down, just get the healing done. Yeah. Not sure the bats are really killing much. There's only 6 of them. Yeah, Huntsmen are kind of still worth taking out, I guess. Yeah, they're doing alright. Didn't actually get too many kills that time with the Assault of Stone, but sort of 300 between the Overcast Wind of Death and Scroll of Stone. Still good enough. Units like Empire Knights are not so effective against my Lords and Heroes because we have quite a lot of armor piercing damage. I mean, if I just look at this, yeah, like the heroes have 160 armor piercing damage. The Lords have like double that. So, you know, yes, their knights have 120 armor or whatever, but we can still get through that relatively easily. Okay, so this replenishment is on the garrison, which really isn't useful. We'll just take the money. Oh, it's put himself into force march to make it even easier to finish him off. Well, I appreciate that. Ah, so Needling is occupied by Dreicher by the looks of it. Okay. That's interesting. Averheim's still being raided, that's fine. Okay, so there's a few things went on there. Let me just go through. So military alliance between Carrick, Cadrin, and Talabakland. That's fine, I'm at war with both of them anyway. Encountered Grimgor's Ardboys because he confederated someone who I share a border with, I guess. Or, yeah, they're up here. Confederated bloody spears. So Garrison failed. Picked up an opal amulet. This guy is still raiding over in Averheim. Okay. And Zufbar and Grimgor are at war, that's good. Goromadni and Bone Rattlers. Okay, well, I think the Bone Rattlers are just at war with almost everyone at the moment and are probably going to get wiped out, but I don't particularly care about that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a non-aggression pact with Grimgor. So my experience with Grimgor in this sort of situation is that he will eventually just declare war on us if we're ever a neighbor with him, unless he's getting beaten back in his other wars. Um, so I'm not looking to pick a fight with him. Certainly not while the sort of strong dwarf and human factions in the area. So I will see if he'll go for this, even though I don't particularly trust him to keep it. Alright, well, I might try again. If I'm going to declare war on Zufbar at some point, I might be able to get a deal with Grimgor where, like, I volunteer to go to war with one of his enemies in exchange for a non-aggression pact or something. So how strong is Grimgor in terms of territory? Went one row, wrong way. Here he is. Only 7 settlements. Okay. So, yeah, and he's not at war with Wait, is it War of Victor's clan nest? And then the dwarves here. Sure. Okay, then Krasakrak. Just trying to like estimate how the war between Grimgul and the dwarves is going to go. It's not so clear. So Krasakrak only has the three um, settlements that are actually part of their home province, and then they have the Varenka Hills as well. They're also at war with the Bloody Hands, who I haven't come across yet, but are probably reasonably strong. Okay. Yeah, so nothing really happened down in the south. Unfortunately, I am expecting this dwarf faction to declare war on me. We'll just have to see how that develops. So, I think what I want to do, first of all, is just continue to scout with my heroes. There's this army here that we obviously wipe out, no problem. Yeah, this is my knowledgeable guy. So this army came in and took out Mordheim. They don't have more troops up in the Griffin Wood, okay. Let's have you go towards Nagenhof. Ah, here's some soldiers. Yeah, not too much yet though. I have to remember I am at war with Karak Kadrin as well, not go like chasing off after Telebackland. Okay, not seeing other troops here at all. Just looking for armies from Ostland or Ostermark. So this is a pretty clear decision to just finish that army off. I think I want to actually, yeah. What's Dreicher's army looking like? Shoot, it's actually back up to close to full strength. Yeah, that's too bad. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to fight this army of just Isabella. Let's pull back to Vertbad. Okay, so Fort Oberstein doesn't have walls. That's a slight issue. So probably better to only pull back to about here in case I need to go and try helping out at the fort. The problem I have with this army is these four Truemen. I think most of our units are not too scary, but I had a real hard time with just one Trueman when I fought Draco the first time around. I was hoping that they'd be low on health from rebuilding the ruins or whatever, but I guess they're not. Yeah, we'll just have to see what they do. It's really unfortunate they're not also at war with Talabakland. I have a feeling that both our armies might end up trying to come after me now. Okay, other heroes. Yeah, I think just maybe get vision on Talabakland or any armies. Over here, doesn't seem to be anything. That's good. Alright, let's finish off Conrad von Vulcan. Von Volkvan. Well, it's too many V's. uh, oops. I do love being able to give German pronunciations to the Empire building and general names, or city and general names. Alright, so you're getting very close to immortality, which is really great. You've got the second point in the invocation of the heck. I think, yeah, I'm not sure what to go for on Necromancer. Probably scouting. Scouting, boost income. There's points down there. Yeah, I think this I probably will auto-resolve. I'm not looking to be aggressive at all with this army. I might even pull it back to Eschen to have some chance of coming down this way. Yeah. As dodgy as a couple of auto resolves were last time around, pretty confident there's no way I was going to take damage that time. Okay, so where do I want this army stationed? I have the option of going after Essen, but with this army of Dreichers here, I'm not keen on that. Leaving this relatively undefended is probably just going to invite the dwarves to come attack too. So I think ideally I'd fight this army with Isabella plus Eugene. So with that in mind, I'm gonna head back towards Castle Tempelhof, I think. And if someone comes to take Waldenhof, guess I'm okay with that. I guess I just sort of hedge and stand in the middle. Yeah, it's reasonable. And you got to rank 4 for second point of Children of the Night. So you have Confident, which is a decent trait, but I wonder if I still want to just replace you, level someone else up. Yeah, so everyone at rank 4 basically has Children of the Night, even if I forgot to change the name. This guy at rank 3 I'd quite like to get up to rank 4, but he can't come in for 2 more turns. Okay, I'll wait on that at least. Level up for you. Actually, can you have Immortal Informant? You can. Great. Okay, 2 more Necromancers, the Regeneration Aura. That's great. We'll keep them in the same army just for now. Yeah, so I think if Dreicher does something like use the underway equivalent to come over here, I could actually potentially get her with both armies. If she doesn't do that, we might... Yeah, I'll see if there's some way to set up an attack on Needling maybe, but trying to fight with both those armies at once I think's best bet. Okay, so I think that's all of moving stuff. I suppose I should recruit that vampire I just opened up a slot for. I could recruit them in Waldenhof. Yes, nice. Disciplined. Yep, disciplined is good. And coming in at rank 6, that's great. Oh, and next to Necromancer too. Sure. Oh, another Dread Incarnate. Cool. Yeah, I don't mind trying to build up a few of those to stack up the leadership penalty. Go for you as well. Okay, let's look at some buildings. Averheim up to tier 3. Yeah, I mean, this army's been hanging out for so long without attacking. I'm kind of thinking I'm pretty safe to do that. It would be annoying if I do lose that money, but not a disaster. And also the moods, that's great. Okay. And Voldenhof, I'm leaving. Any other buildings? Yeah, don't need to upgrade this. Kragmir, Karag, Dromar still building stuff. 2 turns for walls in Grenstadt, that's great. And have the option to go for these upgrades. So how strong is the garrison right now? Vargeist, Felbats, Crypt Ghouls. I mean, it's numerous, but there's not that many high quality units. What would this give me? +3 Graveguard with great weapons and Crypt Horrors. I'll hold off on this. It's running a little low on gold. I don't think it's worth 5,000 at this point. Yeah, making good progress on the public order. I think to the extent that I'm actually willing to tax this again, yeah, that's 500 income. That's pretty relevant. So a quick check of diplomacy. Wouldn't mind getting out of a war here or there, but the Empire factions have been super reluctant to give peace treaties, sadly. Yeah, I mean, like, Iceland are at war with a lot of people now. I'm kind of confused as to why they wouldn't want to make peace with me, but there you go. Alright, so let's see what Drycha does, and if any new Empire armies show up. Okay, so Talbachland recruiting out here in the north, but doesn't look like they're moving those troops out just yet. Critical failure. Okay, so this guy got himself wounded. Good job, dude. And completed the quests with the Vargeists. So now I have to head to Southern World's Edge Mountains, which is meh, kind of out of the way. Although I just need to send a hero down there. Suppose I can do it. So first things first, let's just disband these units. Drycha's army stayed here. Yeah, I did kind of like the idea of setting up an attack with both my armies against her, especially while Talabachland is still building up and not moving out yet. Yeah, these both have good traits for being joined to the army, and they're not quite going to be able to make it. I guess they can come to Needling by the other way. Yeah, so Dredger's going to be at full strength in terms of, getting the remaining units healed up and stuff. This army can get to down here. Okay. Let's move like that. I think the risk of having Waldenhaft temporarily lost is acceptable. Eschen has walls, so it's not going to be falling. Yes, then Isabella can come move up here. Oh, yeah. So I might actually just trying to judge the distances so that if Dreicher tries to walk round and attack this army, I'll do this, but I don't actually want to. I don't actually want to launch this ambush battle. I just want to doing this for the deception. Okay, so yeah, you take a look at Talabheim. And I encountered Hockland, okay. Last time I checked, Reichland was still at war with a bunch of Empire factions. I guess they've mostly finished that except with Nordland. Yeah, 9 settlements. Reichland is getting strong for sure. And Hockland is fighting one of the other Wood Elf factions. Okay. Well, I hopefully don't have to worry about them too, near term. Oh, I've also encountered the Varg. We've got a bunch of territory, including. Oh, they took Kislev. Funny. Is Kislev just destroyed? Oh no, they've got one settlement left but no troops, so they're on the way out for sure. That's interesting. I mean, definitely if the Norscans come and attack the northern part of the empire, that works fine for me, I think. Yeah, so these armies are going to be attacking Waldenhalf in probably 2 turns. Let's get these heroes heading down this way. I've got another army recruiting here too. It'd be really great if Dreicher decided to attack Telebachland. I'm guessing that won't happen though. Just go ahead and get these followers assigned. Yeah, I've got some weapons to sort out too. So let's do that the turn before I'm fighting Dreicher. Spell Shield. Yeah, magic resistance is actually kind of relevant against Dreicher because a bunch of her units do actually do magic damage, so let's do that. Would save 17%, we're not getting anything better than that one. Missile resistance, yeah, I think that's fine. So let's go triple up on the Scroll of Stone. Yeah, take this one off of Borash, he doesn't need it right now. And some armor for Vlad. This is probably still the best weapon. Magic resistance 20%. Rather have physical resistance 17% still, I think. Well, maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, so this is magic. They have magic attacks. Dreicher has magic attacks. Arguably. Oh, and the Zotes do too, huh? Oh, the Zotes also cut magic resistance. That's kind of scary. Yeah, so I think with all that in mind, actually sticking with the magic resistance talisman's not a bad idea. I normally wouldn't do that. Normally I'd prioritize physical resistance, but yeah. Okay, so Vlad's in good shape here. Isabella has this, which is fine. She has 17% ward save, that's great. I mean, it blocks everything. Scroll of Stone. Um, Causing fear and terror is something I can stick on one of the heroes. So who... Yeah, Disciplined Shadow. She's a high priority person to protect. And Knowledgeable Shadow, likewise. Fire resistance, that's not so useful. Magic resistance, yes please. And more magic resistance, alright. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, someone should have this stuff equipped, because I am going up against enemy spellcasters. It's very hard to remember to use all these abilities in the battle. Yeah. I think that's... Yeah, just a couple more magic weapons I'll just throw on here. Oh, you already have something. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to see exactly what Dredge does and whether I can bring all these armies in to get her, but I think it could be happening. Right, you've moved. You're not going anywhere, but take this level up. Get this up to tier 2. And have some defense at least in Cragmere, that's good. Okay, yeah, Voldenhof I'm not developing anymore. So is that everything? Looks like it. Alright. I want you to mainly keep an eye on these armies, but I just wanted to have a little wander up north to see if there happened to be another army just lurking in the fog of war. Okay, and what about you? Yeah. Don't think there's anything coming in from this side. No, we're good. Great, so Guggenheim's undefended. I mean, we could also possibly grab that after Needling. Public order here is actually pretty good. I could afford to have... Oh, well, it's because... Yeah, that's going to drop by 25 points once the characters leave, I suppose. Uh, yeah, at least having the +5 from this building does help quite a lot. Okay, and I'm actually going to start taxing the moot again. It's not a huge amount of money, but I can afford it public order wise. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's move along. Okay, putting the armies together, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's probably the smartest move they could make, actually. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't think I'd be losing Waldenhof to the little force that was recruiting there. I think I know how this goes. Despite outnumbering them, the undead garrison without any support just kind of disintegrates. But I'll fight it just in case. It's not much strategy you can use with just units of skellies and zombies. I guess we can deploy the zombies there and try and flank the skeletons. And yeah, do whatever with the bats, I don't know. Yeah, the general's a archer as well, is going to do a lot of damage to us. Yeah. I'm sure this is not going to be enough, but I'll attempt to surround their 2 infantry units as best I can. Alright, that's it. Yeah, we're just not doing enough damage to them. Should have just tested the auto-resolve. Okay. Oh well. Recruiting an extra lord in this settlement would have helped against this scenario. Yeah, I saw that this lord was there recruiting nearby, and I just figured he wouldn't make the attack as aggressively as this, but I was wrong. Didn't lose too much. I did spend some money on the tier 1 growth building. It's not, I don't know, yeah, 900 gold or whatever it was. It's alright. Okay, and this army is presumably coming down to Essen. Okay, so Isabella picked up Ambusher. Okay, Dredge is actually taking a little attrition damage. It's interesting. Uh, yeah, not sure how I want to handle this, to be honest. Don't, yeah, I really don't want to fight both their armies at once. Fortunately, Isabella's lightning strike is right at the end of her skill tree, so she's still 3 points away from that. I think I'll just be patient. No need to go for fighting both these armies at once. If I go into ambush stance with this army too, I'll probably draw at least one of them out, thinking that we're weak. Yeah, there's also the question of needing to put reinforcements up towards Eschen pretty soonish. I might give this kind of attempted setup one more turn and then pull Eugene back up towards Eschen. Yeah, I didn't make much forward progress in terms of expanding, but I think keeping a bunch of characters who raise public order both in Stirland and in this mountain region is probably a good strategy. Like losing those settlements to revolts and just sort of undoing the progress I had made would just slow everything down. I think I'm really looking to just hold what I have here in the south, not really expand any further south, and ideally wipe Dreicher out. I mean, she's just so much, like, she always seems so much more dangerous than the Empire armies, even at this stage of the game where they've got some higher tier units. So if I could take out her settlements, wipe out her faction completely, I should try and do that. Alright, we'll see how it goes next time. That'll do it for this part. Thank you for watching. See you for the next one.